My name is Emily Harper, and I'm a PR manager at a major tech firm in Seattle, Washington. I've worked hard to build a solid career, and I'm financially comfortable. 4 years ago, I bought a condo in downtown Seattle with a mortgage. And last year, I inherited my grandmother's charming craftsman-style house in Tacoma after she passed away. But to understand how I got here, we need to go back to my childhood. I was 10 when my dad died unexpectedly of a heart attack. One day, he was teaching me how to skateboard in our cul-de-sac. The next, he was gone. My mom, Linda, was shattered, and so was I. Dad was my rock. A year later, Mom married Tom, a high school football coach who seemed decent enough at first. He brought stability, and Mom started smiling again. I hoped things would get better. Then when I was 12, Mom gave birth to my half-sister, Mia. That's when my world shifted. From the moment Mia arrived, I became invisible. Mom was consumed with the baby, and Tom only had eyes for his daughter. I turned into the default nanny and maid. "Emily, can you watch Mia while I run to the store?" Mom would ask daily. "Emily, the laundry's piling up," Tom would grunt, barely looking up from his sports app. At 13, I was juggling more chores than most adults, feeding Mia, cleaning the house, doing dishes. My grades tanked because I was exhausted. I had no social life. I couldn't join friends after school because I had to rush home to babysit. One day, my grandmother, Evelyn, Dad's mom, came to visit. Grandma Evelyn was a retired librarian with a sharp mind and a no-nonsense attitude. She observed the dynamic for an hour before pulling Mom into the kitchen. I overheard their heated exchange through the thin walls of our suburban Portland home. "Linda, Emily's miserable," Grandma said bluntly. "It's tough with a baby, Evelyn. I need her help," Mom replied, her tone defensive. "She's not your servant, she's your daughter. When's the last time you saw her happy?" Silence. Then Mom mumbled, "I can't do everything at once." Grandma's voice softened but stayed firm. "Let her live with me." I heard Tom chime in, "That could work." My heart sank. My stepdad sounded relieved to be rid of me. Later, Mom approached me as I sat on the couch, rocking Mia to sleep. "Emily, would you like to stay with Grandma Evelyn for a while?" I didn't hesitate. "Yes." Tom actually grinned. Mom nodded like it was already decided. That day, I packed a suitcase with clothes, a few books, and my old skateboard. I left behind a bedroom that never felt like mine. Living with Grandma in her cozy Tacoma home was like breathing for the first time. Her house smelled of old books and lavender, with shelves stuffed with novels and history tomes. We ate home-cooked dinners at her oak dining table, talking about school, classic literature, and my dreams. "Your job is to be a kid and excel in school," she told me on day one. "Leave the housework to me." It felt unreal, no diaper changes, no dishes, no one treating me like a burden. Grandma genuinely wanted me there. 4 months later, she sat me down. "I've legally adopted you, Emily. Your mom signed over her parental rights. This is your home now." Part of me was crushed. Mom gave me up so easily, but another part felt free. I was safe. My grades soared, I joined the debate team, and I devoured Grandma's book collection. For the first time since Dad died, I belonged. I rarely saw Mom, Tom, or Mia after that. Holiday visits to their Portland home were awkward. They were polite, but I could tell they were happier without me. Mom posted endlessly about Mia on Instagram. Mia's first soccer game, Mia's birthday parties, Mia's school plays. My name never appeared. I stopped visiting. What was the point? I graduated high school with honors, earned a communications degree from the University of Washington on scholarships, and landed my PR job. Grandma cheered at my graduation, tears in her eyes. After college, I bought my Seattle condo, a sleek, modern place with a view of Puget Sound. That's when Mom suddenly wanted to reconnect. She called out of nowhere. "Emily, let's start fresh. Family's important." Curious, I agreed. We began meeting for holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Mia's birthdays. I'd bring pricey gifts for Mia, now a teenager. Mom and Tom would nod approvingly, like I was playing the role of dutiful big sister. Mia was polite but distant, and I figured she'd warm up eventually. This went on for years, a civil but shallow relationship. Then Grandma Evelyn died at 90. Losing her gutted me. She'd been my true parent. At the will reading, I learned she'd left me her Tacoma house and $200,000. I also discovered something shocking. She owned the Portland house where Mom and Tom lived. She'd let them stay there after Dad died out of kindness. I didn't know what to do with that, so I left it alone. Mom never mentioned it, and neither did I. When Mom asked if Mia could live rent-free in Grandma's Tacoma house while attending college, I agreed. It felt right, even though I was losing potential rental income. Everything seemed fine until Mia's graduation. I was at my Seattle office drafting a press release for a new app launch when Mom called. We rarely spoke outside holidays, so I answered. "Hi, Emily. It's about Mia's graduation gift." I leaned back in my chair. I'd attended Mia's University of Washington graduation, clapping as she crossed the stage, watching Mom and Tom beam. It felt good to see the family together. "I'm planning to send Mia on a week-long trip to Hawaii," I said. A fun way to celebrate before she job hunts. A long pause. That's nice, but she needs something bigger, Mom said. I frowned. Bigger? A Hawaii trip isn't cheap. Mom's tone shifted. Mia's been living in your grandmother's house. She needs her own place to start her life. I saw where this was going. Mom, she's living there rent-free. That's a huge break. But now that she's graduated, she should keep it, Mom pressed. I'm not giving her the house, I said firmly. Mom's voice sharpened. She's your sister, Emily. You've got your own condo. You don't need two properties. I took a deep breath. I don't owe you an explanation for my finances. The Hawaii trip is generous. Mom's voice rose. After all we've done to rebuild this family, this is how you repay us. Repay what? I paid half of Mia's tuition and let her live rent-free. What more do you want? I want you to do what's right for your sister. She's getting help. Free housing is help. Mom went quiet, then said, Think about it, Emily. Really think. I stood my ground. Hawaii trip. Final offer. She hung up. 2 weeks passed with no contact. I thought Mom had backed off. Then my phone pinged with an Instagram notification. Mom had tagged me in a post. My stomach dropped when I saw it. A photo from last Christmas at their Portland home. The four of us by the tree, looking like a happy family. The caption read, Emily promised to gift Mia her Tacoma house to celebrate her graduation. So grateful for my generous daughter. Comments flooded in. What an amazing sister. Mia's so lucky. This is family love. I felt sick. Mom had trapped me publicly, denying it would make me look like a liar or a promise breaker. My hands shook as I called her. What the hell, Mom? I hissed, still at the office. Oh, the post, she said, calm and smug. Well, aren't you giving her the house? No, I told you I wasn't. I thought you'd change your mind, she said. You posted a lie to trap me. Her tone turned icy. I posted it so you can't back out. Mia's graduation party is this Saturday at the Lakefront Bistro. 50 guests, family, friends, classmates. Bring the deed and transfer papers signed. Or I'll tell everyone you lied about the promise. You're in PR, Emily. How will it look if people think you break promises? Will your firm keep someone with that reputation? I was speechless. My own mother was blackmailing me. You have until Saturday, she said, and hung up. I called Mia hoping she wasn't in on it. Hey, Emily, she answered casually. Did you see Mom's post? Yeah, did you know she was doing this? A pause. Yeah, we talked about it. My heart sank. And you're okay with her lying and threatening me? Mia laughed. Threatening? Come on, Emily, you've got 2 properties and I've got none. It's not fair. I earned my condo and you're living rent-free. Yeah, thanks for the handout. But I want something permanent. Handout, I paid for half your college. And I appreciated the charity, but this is my future. She hung up. That night, I stared at my condo's skyline view, reeling. My family, people I'd tried to help, thought they could bully me into giving up a house worth $400,000. Then I laughed. They thought they had me cornered. They were wrong. The next morning, I dug through the box of documents from Grandma's estate. Her will confirmed I own the Tacoma house and $200,000. Then I saw it. The deed to 1423 Cedar Lane, Mom and Tom's Portland house. Grandma owned it, and now I did. They'd lived there for 20 years, but it was never theirs. I'd known this since the will reading, but hadn't acted on it, thinking we were a functional family. Not anymore. I called my lawyer, Sarah Bennett, who'd helped with my condo purchase. Sarah, I need advice on inherited property. I explained the situation. Mom and Tom living in my house, Mia and my Tacoma property, the Instagram post, the blackmail. Do they have tenant rights? I asked. Did they sign a lease or pay rent? Sarah asked. No, Grandma just let them stay. Then they're licensees, not tenants. You can ask them to leave anytime. No formal eviction needed. What about eviction papers for both properties? I can draft them. How much time do you want to give them? I thought of Mom's smug voice and Mia's entitlement. 30 days. Done by tomorrow, Sarah said. And Emily, document everything. Save that Instagram post. Record calls if Oregon law allows. Way ahead of you. Saturday arrived, and I drove to the Lakefront Bistro in Portland, feeling calm. The eviction papers were in my purse, crisp and official. The restaurant was festive with balloons and a "Congrats, Mia" banner. 50 guests, family, Mia's college friends, neighbors, chatted over drinks. Mia, in a sleek dress, waved at me with a fake smile. Mom appeared instantly. Emily, you brought the papers? Her eyes were cold. We'll see, I said. Tom gave me a stiff hug. Big day for Mia, huh? Sure is. I played along, chatting with relatives over dinner, but Mom's eyes tracked me. Then came the toasts. Guests praised Mia's degree and bright future. Mom stood, tapping her glass. Thank you all for celebrating Mia's graduation. Emily has exciting news about her gift. All eyes turned to me. Mom's smile was smug, expecting me to cave. I stood, phone in hand. I'd recorded Mom's call for work reasons. PR taught me to cover my bases. Thanks, Mom. I do have an announcement. I glanced at the expectant crowd. My family tried to blackmail me into giving Mia my Tacoma house. They posted lies on Instagram, threatening my career. Gasps echoed. Mia paled. Mom's jaw dropped. Here's what they said. I played the recording. Mom's voice boomed. I posted it so you can't back out, Emily. Bring the deed and papers to Mia's party, or I'll tell everyone you lied." The room went silent. I pulled out the eviction notices. "Instead of a gift, I'm serving these. Mom, Tom, you have 30 days to vacate my Portland house. Mia, 30 days to leave the Tacoma house. They belong to me, inherited from Grandma Evelyn." The crowd was stunned. Mom stammered, "Emily, you can't." "I can, and I did." I raised my glass. "To Mia's future, may she earn it herself." I walked out, leaving them speechless.